Hey guys, I want to take you through the weekly checklist so that you have a good understanding of what you need to accomplish for this week and what the midterm is going to be about because I just barely touched on it in class. So let's go through point by point so that you can feel caught up and prepared for the week. So next week we're going to have our midterm on Wednesday. I posted the midterm article. You can access it by clicking right here. It is Robert Reich's article called Back to School and Widening Inequality. And I think it's a pretty good article. He's local, he's a professor at UC Berkeley. And I think he submitted this to the New York Times. I think San Francisco Chronicle also had this article published, and he's talking about schools over in the East Bay, and that's all I can really say. It'll be interesting to talk to you guys after the midterm about it, but let me go back to our checklist. So if you click over here for the midterm information, I wrote the details about the midterm. So I told you we're gonna have somebody come observe our lesson just for the first 30 minutes or so, and we're going to talk about counter arguments next Wednesday. And then you're going to have an hour and 40 minutes to 2 hours to write an essay on this article. So you can take notes on the article, you can discuss it. I think I have a forum for you guys. I do. You guys can discuss with each other if you have questions or if there's something that's not clear. You can help each other kind of work out those questions. And then when you come to class, you're going to have a specific essay question to answer, and you're going to have to use quotes and evidence from the article to support the thesis. You're not supposed to be using quotes from other articles we've read, but you can use ideas from those articles because you know now about Finland education, you know the problems with American education, so some of those details and ideas have become your own knowledge, so you can use that. But you're mainly going to be using quotes and evidence from this specific article, Reich's article, to respond to. When you come to class, I'm going to give you a clean copy to refer to while you're taking the midterm, and you can't actually use notes or look at notes. So, moving on, your midterm's going to be graded by 2 other teachers, and based on the score, you might be eligible to accelerate to English 1A. Just so you guys know, in the past, there aren't a lot of students who are prepared for this at this point in the middle of the semester. So if you get a score back that says you're not ready to go to English 1A, it might still be possible that you can accelerate at the end of the semester, given that you're showing me you're writing with evidence and you're able to write a research paper, since that is in our course outline. You have to be able to write a coherent research paper in order to pass this class. So that's the goal. So it's not all or nothing. Let's see. I also wanted to say that the midterm's only worth about 10 to 15%. I think it's 10%. The next papers, your rewrite and the research paper, are more important. So I don't want you to stress out too much about this midterm. I just want you to do your best. And yeah, the writing experience will be good for you. So let's go back to the checklist. Unfortunately, we don't have time to only focus on the midterm. I wish we did, but we have work to do. So as you know, you got your essay 3 prompt, which is just to rewrite and revise your last paper. So because we went to the library today, we talked about evidence, and we all need to add evidence to our papers. I want you guys to focus on adding that evidence to body paragraphs this week. So in case you weren't here today, you can click on that, and here is the assignment itself. And you're going to be adding evidence from Catching Up or Leading the Way and one source from a library database. You're going to be fixing your grammar, making it flow, making sure your in-text citations are good, and you're going to add a works cited page. So that's basically what this rewrite is about. There's more information. You can read this carefully, but I want to go back to the checklist. So I would like you guys, first of all, to watch this Tips for a Better Body paragraph. I recorded a video with these tips, and they apply to everybody, and I think as you go revising paragraph by paragraph, you can take these tips in mind and into consideration, because yeah, body paragraphs are really difficult. So I want you to watch the video, read the Google Doc, and then post a before and after body paragraph to our Google Doc. Everyone's going to post their one before and after body paragraph to this document. So here was Betty. Remember, we looked at Betty's body paragraph in class. This is what she did before, and this is what she did after. She added her research, she added citations, she made it flow with cause-effect language, compare-contrast language. So I want to see one paragraph that you have rewritten by the end of this week, and everyone's going to post in a different box, okay, in a separate box. Just post your before and your after. And I'm going to get a chance to read these and leave you comments. So use this one that we did in class as a model, and please have that finished by next Tuesday. The earlier you do this, the better, because it's going to help to have feedback sooner rather than later. So that's another bit of homework there. And today you guys started looking in the library databases for a specific article. You have to find one article in the database that relates to your problem solution paper, and you're going to use evidence from that article and put it into your paper. So you guys had that library handout, and I just want to make sure you fill out the back part specifically. Actually, fill out both sides, but I want to see that you found an article, you have the name, the author, the publisher, that you have the evidence itself. It can be quoted or paraphrased, and you tell me where you're going to put it and how it's going to support whatever idea you were searching for. So complete that handout and turn that into me. If you're not sure about a source and how it might fit into your paper, email me or come see me in my office hours. I can help you with that. I'm also going to try to post a video about how to search in the library databases if you guys need a reminder and a refresher on that, because I know the librarian spoke a little bit fast for some of you. Lastly, you can post to the forum. I would like you to post to the forum. This is 20 points. Because we didn't have time to talk about the preface of Catching Up or Leading the Way, we're not going to be able to talk about this until November 4th. So let's take our discussion online. Post your observations, your questions to the discussion forum, and try to get a good discussion going about this. It's very interesting. I know it's dense, but it gets better and better, especially once you start to get into it. I think that is about it. Our discussion forums are here. This is where you're going to discuss the midterm right here. Post any questions you have about vocabulary. If you're not sure what your opinion is, you can ask your classmates for their opinions. If you need help summarizing certain paragraphs or concepts, ask your classmates. You can discuss everything here. Unfortunately, I can't say anything. I can't participate, but you can help each other out. And lastly, this is where you're going to discuss the preface. And it looks like Maza, Sharon, and Fam also already posted, so that's awesome. The sooner you post, the better, because that will lead to a deeper discussion and more involvement, I hope. So, hope it's clear. Again, if you guys have any questions about what we're doing this week, email me, and hope you have a great week. I'll see you guys next Wednesday.